of public interest to us. It will be broadcast on our on-the-spot segment of the news bulletin and also posted on our website, dbswarri.com, and social media platforms. Make yourself an on-the-spot reporter today. Take a photograph or record a video of any place on warri.com for regular update. Warri.com for regular update of local, national, and international stories. Now we have introduced the DRTV on-the-spot reporter. You can be our on-the-spot reporter by simply sending photographs or videos of public interest to us, and it will be broadcast on our on-the-spot segment of the news bulletin and also posted on our website, dbswarri.com, and social media platforms. Make yourself an on-the-spot reporter today. Take a photograph or record a video of any place or incident of public interest, such as an accident, a bad road.
People's Democratic Party runs off campaign in Isoko North as Governor Okowa promises takeoff of University of Science and Technology, Uzoro. Federal lawmakers lend support for local government council's autonomy. Judicial workers strike enters day 3. Abroad, missile attack in Syrian capital injures 4 soldiers. Welcome to the DRTV News Tonight. My name is Izoimbi Udumosu. To get regular news update from DRTV and Melody FM, visit our web session with the current facilities at the institution. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa discloses on Wednesday at Uzoro while addressing People's Democratic Party PDP faithful at the grand finale of the party's campaign ahead of Saturday's House of Assembly by-election for Isoko North seat. The report.
Governor Okowa had, before the rally, inspected facilities at the Delta State Polytechnic Osoro in readiness for the takeoff of the university and commended the Tertiary Education Trust Fund for its contribution to the development of the Polytechnic. According to the governor, he visited the school to have first-hand information for the successful takeoff of the university and announced that a project management committee had been inaugurated to ensure smooth takeoff of the institution.
With the extent of facilities that we have in this place, I'm very convinced that this place is ready to go fully as a University of Science and Technology. There is no doubt that we'll have a few things that we will be needing in the future in terms of expansion. What they have is all fully set for the initial takeoff. In the various faculties, we've seen several faculty buildings here. A lot has been done. We must also appreciate TED Fund for the great job they've done. And the institution itself has also spent some of the entirely generated revenue to do quite a lot of work.
Governor Okowa expressed appreciation to Isoko North PDP leaders and members for their large turnout at the various rallies, adding that the crowd have put fear in the hearts of the opposition. He promised to construct an accident and emergency center and provide an ambulance for General Hospital Uzoro. The governor also assured the people on the prompt completion of the Uzoro modern markets.
I want to thank our leaders so much. I want to thank them so much. I want to particularly thank the people of Uzoro. When I stepped into this place, I was wondering, would this be a state rally? But I know that the chairman did not call for a state rally. Would this be a senatorial rally? And I'm aware the chairman did not call for a senatorial rally. Ordinarily, it cannot even be said to be a local government rally because our local government rallies, we are usually not asking persons as we have here. So this is just a rally in Osoro town. To God be the glory.
Hundreds of defectors from the All Progressives Congress APC were received by the state chairman of the PDP, Chief Kingsley Esiso. Chief Esiso urged the people to vote for the PDP in the by-election. He assured the DCMPs of their rightful place in the party and urged them to work assiduously for the victory of the party at all times. Director General of the PDP Campaign Council, Honorable Viemuno Ogori, assured the governor of total support from the people because of the upgrade of Ozora Polytechnic to a full-fledged university. Chairman Isoko North PDP, Prince Godwin Ogorugba, said the party was united ahead of the Saturday, April 10 by-election, assuring that the party would win massively and appealed to the governor to prevail on the contractor building the Ozora Modern Markets to intensify efforts to ensure its early completion.
The Deputy Speaker, House of Reps, Honorable Idris Wase, and Minority Leader, Honorable Ndidi Ilumelu, have expressed overwhelming support for the proposed autonomy for the local government councils as part of ongoing efforts aimed at addressing the myriad of challenges facing the country, including infrastructural deficit and insecurity. The lawmakers expressed their support on Thursday in Abuja during the two-day Leadership and Development Masterclass training program for the elected local government chairmen and councillors of Delta State. The Deputy Speaker expressed optimism in the capacity of local government in addressing myriad of socio-economic and political challenges facing the country. He said his dream for the Nigeria is to have a very sound, virile, working local government system, and this is when achieved, all the security challenges in the country is suffering will be solved. Honorable Wase, who is also chairman, Special Ad hoc Committee on Constitutional Amendment, expressed optimism that before the end of the current administration, the National Assembly will deliver an amended constitution that will provide a workable local government system that will be truly third tier of government. On his part, the House Minority Leader, Honorable Ndidi Ilumelu, tasked sub-national governments on the need to embrace local government council and invest in human capital development for effective service delivery.
I think we're on the same page with my constituents that we should have an autonomous local government system.
Desirous of representing the people and giving back the people what they give them in terms of votes should emulate this effort and ensure that their various elected officers go through some process of capacity building.
The guest speaker, Professor Epiphany Azeke, on his part tasked the newly elected chairman, vice chairman and councillors to see their political victory and emergence as leaders in their respective local government as call to service and therefore show responsibility in all ramifications of duties and obligations. The training program, which is organized for local government chairmen and councillors in Anyocha, Oshimili Federal Constituency, will continue for 1 week. The Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria, JUSN, says the strike is still on because no concrete resolution had been reached. The legal advisor to JUSN, Miriam Usuf Gusau, made this known on Thursday in Abuja. He added that the strike is still on while the union awaits the outcome of the negotiation. JUSN began an indefinite strike on Tuesday over continued delay to implement financial autonomy for judiciary. President Muhammadu Buhari had on May 22, 2020 signed the Executive Order 10 for the enforcement of the financial autonomy status granted to state legislature and judiciary in the Nigerian Constitution. Executive Order 10 of 2020 made it mandatory for all states to include the allocations of both the legislature and judiciary in the first line charge of their budgets. The order also mandates the Accountant General of the Federation to deduct from source amounts due to the state legislatures and judiciaries from the monthly allocation to each state for states that refuse to grant such autonomy. The indefinite strike action embarked upon by the Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria, JOSUN, has entered day 3, with courts activities grounded across the country. The RTV News visited the Magistrate Court and High Court in Warri and reports that the workers have joined the strike as the court were under lock and the premises empty. There was nobody to talk to, but reports have it that the strike was proposed by the Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria to press home their demand for the enforcement of financial autonomy in the judiciary. It will be recalled that the Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria, JOSUN, neglected the last-minute intervention by the national leadership of the Nigeria Bar Association, NBA, to halt the nationwide strike. Meanwhile, Minister of Health, Dr. Osage Hanire, has appealed to the resident doctors to call off the strike in the interest of patients that need care at this critical time. Dr. Hanire made the call at a media briefing on Wednesday in Abuja to commemorate World Health Day, celebrated every year on April 7, sponsored by the World Health Organization, WHO, and other related organizations. Dr. Hanire would deliver the speech via Zoom from Edo State, said this period was not a good time for such activities for the doctors that began a strike on Thursday. The report recalls that the aggrieved doctors' agitations include the non-payment of salaries of 3 to 5 months of some house officers and non-recruitment of house officers. Others are abolishment of the bench fees for doctors undergoing training in other hospitals, non-payment of national minimum wage and hazard allowances. The minister, however, said the house officers had started receiving their outstanding entitlements and that efforts are on to address other issues raised by the doctors. According to him, 2021 is the International Year for Health and Care Workers in recognition of selfless roles they played and continue to play to support the health system. He added that in appreciation, governments prioritized health workers for the ongoing COVID-19 vaccination and remained committed to the welfare of health workers. The University College Hospital UCH Ibadan has taken delivery of the first in vitro fertilization IVF triplets. It was gathered that the procedure for the delivery commenced at about 1 p.m. and took about 46 minutes. The hospital's communication team said in a statement, the mother and the babies, all females, are in good condition. The statement adds that the babies weighed 1.4 kg, 2.5 kg and 2.4 kg respectively. The elated father, Dr. Kehinde Osike of the Department of History and Strategic Studies at University of Lagos, was on ground to witness delivery of the babies. The Chief Medical Director of the University College Hospital, Ibadan, Professor Jesse Abiodun Otegbayo, while expressing delight at the delivery of the triplets, enthused that it was another success story for UCH. Professor Otegbayo pointed out that the commitment to take UCH to an enviable level had played out with the commencement of the IVF in 2020. He appreciated the team that took part in the delivery. The Delta State Traditional Medicine Board, in conjunction with ALSLAD Multi-Concepts, will soon organize the Warri 2021 Herbal Exhibition, but a call on residents in the state to take advantage of the event to resolve their health challenges. The body disclosed this during a courtesy visit to the management of Delta Broadcasting Service, DBS Warri, at the station premises. The report.
The Chief Executive Officer of Sound Health Nation Limited, Dr. Shola Ogundare, said one issue that affects humans has been poor health, and as such it was important to seek for solutions that can address them in order to achieve one's full potentials. Dr. Ogundare hinted that the purpose of the visit to DBS Warri was to partner with the station for its programs. He noted that the visit is also to inform the general public on the forthcoming herbal exhibition to be held in Warri.
We brought the root herbs help people out of their health issues. So, and we intend to make use of the station too, to like get across to our customers. So we believe in herbs, and we believe God has been helping us already to use the herbs to help people.
In his response to the visit, the General Manager of Delta Broadcasting Service Warri, Pastor Marco Moteri, represented by the Public Relations Officer Becky Ebojo, appreciated the team of the Nigerian Association of Traditional Medicine Practitioners for the visit, reiterated the commitment of the station to project programs, content, as well as provide a platform for well-spirited organizations and groups that have the potential to improve the living standard and general well-being of Delton. Pastor Terry added that the station is open for more partnership to boosting the socio-economic and health of the people of Delta State.
We are happy to receive this body, the Nigerian Association of Traditional Medicine Practitioners, have come to partner with us, and we are open to partnership. We are by this event also inviting other bodies.
The body charged Deltons to look forward to the herbal exhibition.
The Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) has recorded 110 new cases of coronavirus. Figures obtained from the NCDC website on Wednesday show that the total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Nigeria now stands at 163,440, out of which 153,788 discharged and 2,058 deaths recorded in the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. A breakdown by the NCDC of the 11 states with the 110 new infections reveals that Lagos and Yobe states recorded 24 cases each, FCT 16, Bayelsa, Rivers and Kaduna states 10 cases each, Nasarawa 5, Akwa Ibom 4, Bauchi and Edo 3, while Plateau State has 1 case. The Delta State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education has commenced the sale of scratch cards for entrance examination into the state model secondary schools for the 2021-2022 academic session. A statement by the Commissioner in charge of the ministry, Mr. Patrick Uka, indicates that the entrance examination will hold on Saturday, July 24, 2021 at the designated centers across the state at 9 a.m. The statement asks that the forms are available for collection at the Chief Inspectors of Education, CIEs, field offices, and the model secondary schools across the state. It notes that the admission was strictly for Junior School 1 and 2 and Senior School 1 and 2 candidates, adding that parents and guardians should avail themselves the opportunity to register their children and wards for the examination. The statement explained that any person or candidate who did not buy the form or did not sit for the examination will not be granted waiver, and enjoined parents and guardians to do the needful, saying that standards of the examination will not be compromised. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has put on hold the registration for the 2021 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) and Direct Entry (DE) billed to commence Thursday. A statement by JAMB's Head of Media and Protocol, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, in Abuja, said the delay followed the examination body's efforts to ensure candidates access to its registration app for the 2021 UTME and DE, and also finalize work on its pin vending process before the takeoff of the exercise. JAMB advised prospective candidates to follow up on advertisements for the 2021 registration exercise to understand the steps involved and the actual date of the registration exercise. The statement asked that to be sure all processes are completed before the commencement. The board didn't place its advertorial as it was yet to complete the process of a smooth pin vending and candidate access to registration app for the 2021 UTME and DE. Jan further explained that the delay was caused by some unforeseen circumstances occasioned by its determination to have an integration, adding that the challenge was being resolved and that all processes shall soon commence. You're still watching the DRTV News. We'll take a break at this point. More reports after now. Please stay tuned.
Every day, we keep working to give you the widest possible reach on Delta Rainbow Television. Now, you can take advantage of our social media platforms to watch the DRTV News Bulletins at 7 p.m. and our morning watch program from 7 a.m. Like our page, Delta Broadcasting Service Warri on Facebook, and you can watch the news and morning program in real time anywhere. You can also subscribe to DRTV Warri on YouTube and watch us live. Visit our website dbswarri.com for regular update of local, national and international stories. Now, we have introduced the DRTV On The Spot Reporter. You can be our On The Spot Reporter by simply sending photographs or videos of public interest to us, and it will be broadcast on our On The Spot segment of the news bulletin and also posted on our website dbswarri.com and social media platforms. Make yourself an on-the-spot reporter today. Take a photograph or record a video of any place or incident of public interest, such as an accident, a bad road, flood, dirty environment, fire incident, a crime scene, a social deviant or any bizarre incident, etc. Put your name and phone number, add the street area and town, e.g. Odeon Street, AC Layout, Warri. Give a little information about the video or photograph. Send the photographs or videos to drtvreporter@gmail.com or melodyfmreporter@gmail.com or the following WhatsApp numbers: 0802 3426149, 0706 7219887, 0812 9868133, 0703 6994 0806 9558 362. You will watch them on the news bulletin, our website dbswarri.com and our social media pages. Delta Broadcasting Service Warri, beaming signals of unity.
You're welcome again to the DRTV News. Reactions have continued to trail the recent demolition of illegal structures by a special task force on beautification in Warri South, as some residents of Okumagba Estate in Warri are alleging that the task force scattered away with some of their goods worth thousands of naira. DRTV News of David Obojobo, Ifeanyi Oyejeke and John Osuji investigated the report.
The special task force on beautification in Warri South local government, set up by the council, has the mandate to remove illegal structures along major roads, clean and beautify Warri. Reaction, however, have continued to trade the manner in which the special task force has carried out their mandate. Some of the traders whose stables and shops were destroyed said the special task force seized some of their goods. A food seller at Okumagba Estate said she was not around when the special task force came, but that the task force left with her perishable goods. Another trader whose goods were carted away on Wednesday said he went to the special task force office in Warri where he paid some money before his goods were released to him.
They seized my load yesterday, so today when I go there, they give me instruction, see how I will do, see what I will do. We should not shade around the covert gutter and across the gutter. I pay some amounts because they are using motor to come here. I need to pay the fuel.
Come on, this slab here. Now shade. Before I could scatter my share there. See what to make a shade for the slab, and the slab. Now we dey dig and now we dey pack am. Even this slab where you see so, now me constructor. This very slab. That one, because you know the place open. They say they don't go fit put this type of slab. Now me buy granite, buy rod, buy sand, buy one bag of cement. Now you say do that. Even my load, they can what they take.
Reacting to the allegation, a member of the special task force, Mr. Marvis Onojewo, admitted that members of this task force took away goods belonging to traders that displayed their goods on the walkway.
By the time you are giving warning to take your goods away from the road and you refuse, the task force will have no option than to confiscate your goods to serve as a deterrent. But those people that their goods have been taken away, let them come to the office, we release it to them, provided they will guarantee us that they are not going to trade on the road again.
Mr. Onojewo, however, called on the affected traders to come to the Warri South Local Government Council to collect their goods. Mr. Onojewo advised residents of Warri to support the special task force in their operation in making sure Warri has a new look.
Members of the newly inaugurated employment unit of Ikpan community have been charged to sustain the peace in the area. The Vice Chairman of Uye local government, Mr. Daniel Igedo, gave the charge during the swearing-in of members of the employment unit of Ikpan community. Correspondent Daniel Oji reports that the inauguration ceremony took place peacefully and was witnessed by some special advisors to the Delta State Governor.
It was a day of joy for the people of Ekpan community in Uye local government area, following the smooth and peaceful inauguration of members of the Ekpan community employment units. Addressing elders, youth and women of Ekpan community, the Vice Chairman of Uye local government, Mr. Daniel Igedo, while commending the youth in Ekpan for embracing peace, stressed that for a long time, Ekpan community has not experienced election or swearing in of youth executive without crisis. He commended the chairman of Ekpan Community Development Committee, ECDC, Mr. Stephen Akemu, and his executive for sustaining the peace in the community. The chairman of Ekpan Community Development Committee, ECDC, Mr. Stephen Akemu, also urged the Mr. Victory Nanakbaro led executive to maintain the peace in Ekpan and carry out their duties diligently. While noting that Ekpan community is host to some companies, Mr. Akemu urged the newly inaugurated employment unit committee members to carry everyone along in the scheme of things as it concerns employment of the people.
To my brothers who are coming on board, to emulate what you are seeing from the EDC. President and your executive, you must conduct yourself peacefully. You must go about your business of bettering the Ekpan peacefully. And when you do that, the government, the local government, and the government of Delta State in general will be by you.
It is instituting to do the needful by providing employment for the applicants in the community. There should be a key acquisition and how it impacts the people of the community. This very thing that we did here, we all will still be gathered here for the review of our new constitution, and when the time comes, whatever the constitution pronounced in accordance with the swearing-in of today.
Speaking shortly after the inauguration, the president of the employment unit of Ekpan community, Mr. Victory Nanakbaro, pledged to sustain the prevailing peace in Ekpan community and carry everyone along, especially its executive. Mr. Nanakbaro solicited the support of Ekpan people to enable him to succeed.
I promise to make the people of Ekpan live in peace. Nevertheless, like our leader chairman said, that the chairman is that the tedious process is on. So wait for the constitution to come so that we can read to the entire people of Ekpan. As you can see, for the very first time, the change of government in Ekpan of the youth body, and there's no shooting of gun. That will show that this has come to stay in Ekpan.
Those sworn in alongside the president, Mr. Victory Nanakbaro, are the vice president, Mr. Stanley Ashigbagba, Secretary General, Mr. Hope Ugbokodo, Public Relations Officer, Mr. Victor Edawe, Others are Treasurer Jeffrey Eni, Assistant Secretary General Dogo Ufoma, Financial Secretary Magbado Omasiribro, Ekpan Graduate Representative Michael Sakuru, amongst others. Some of the elders, including a woman, expressed joy over the peaceful inauguration and commended the chairman of ECDC, Mr. Steve Akemu, for attracting peace to Ekpan community.
Our young men taking the lead in a peaceful manner.
It's a great day. It's one of the great days in the Ekpan community. When the EDC body emerged, we were all happy. And today we are all reaping the benefits of the present EDC executive.
They enjoined the Employment Unit Committee members to be fair to all concerned as they carry out their duties. Daniel Ojin, DRTV News.
Muslims have been urged to take advantage of the Hajj savings scheme to develop themselves as well as pray for peace and unity in Nigeria. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON Commissioner representing South Alhaji Sadiq Musa made a call during a sensitization program held in Cross River State. The report.
At the sensitization program on Hajj Savings Scheme HSS organized by NACON, the commissioner represented the South Haji Sadiq Musa urged the Muslims in Cross River State to key into the Hajj Savings Scheme that will bring succor to a large number of the less privileged Muslims. He added that the scheme also provides for intended pilgrims to go for Hajj irrespective of their income, assist low-income earners and the general public to save at their convenience toward meeting their goal of going on Hajj. Haji Musa explained that the purpose for the program is to make the Muslims have first-hand knowledge of the Hajj savings scheme so that they can reach out to others. The NACON Commissioner appealed to the Imams to see the project as an empowerment package.
My chairman, Alhaji Sikru Lai Olakule Hassan, made a commitment to Nigeria that one is going to reduce the Hajj fare and the numbers of days pilgrims spend in holy land to reduce their stress, and so many other ones. And Hajj savings scheme is one among it. If you look at it, before we came on board, a lot of Muslims has lose confidence in traveling to Hajj because of the difficulties around it. Some only rely on government sponsor, while some other ones cannot save the money in bulk.
Also speaking, Salamatu Shaidu noted that with the savings scheme, the people should be rest assured that the money is safe.
If you open your Hajj savings scheme account today, you can decide that on a monthly basis, I will be setting aside this amount into the account. It's enough for me to go for my hand. You can decide to set it by annual, twice in a year.
Highlight of the sensitization program was prayer for peace and unity in Nigeria.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has described the late Prince Sam Obi as a man who impacted the state through the various offices he held throughout his political career. Governor Okowa stated this on Thursday when he led some top government officials on a condolence visit to the family of the late Prince Sam Obi at Uteokpu. Government House correspondent Miriam Weke filed in the report presented from our studio.
The governor, who was accompanied by some top government functionaries, including the member representing Ika Federal Constituency at the National Assembly, Honorable Victor Nwokolo, was received by the elder brother of the deceased, the monarch of Utokpu Kingdom, Obi Solomon Chukwuka II. Governor Okowa describes the late former acting governor and lawmaker Prince Sam Obi as a friend and a political associate who had played a big role in the political governance at the local governments and the states. While acknowledging that death is inevitable, Governor Okowa said the death of Prince Sam Obi was a big surprise to many persons both within and outside the state. He stressed on the need to always give thanks to God in all things according to the biblical injunction, and admonished the family to rely on the peace that only God can give. Governor Okowa assured the family and the Utokwu community that the state government will be involved in the burial activities of the deceased and prayed God to strengthen the kingdom at this trying time.
Because of what's happening, apparently they are all affected, but we know that they are affected the most because our departed brother and friend, Right Honorable President is your son and a very prominent member.
Responding on behalf of the palace, Dr. Samuel Idiage thanked the governor and his entourage for the visit and described the deceased as an illustrious son of Utokwu, a patriot, an evangelist, and political leader who got to the pinnacle of his political career. He said the visit has shown that Governor Okowa has the interest of the kingdom at heart and appreciated the governor for all his achievements across the states.
Son of the soil, a patriot, an evangelist, to summarize everything. He got to the pinnacle of his political career and his life. Nothing could be more than that. And you say so, now we cannot question the Almighty God.
The Delta State Commissioner for Information, Mr. Charles Aniagu, on behalf of management and staff of the Ministry of Information and his parastatals, has commiserated with the family of late Sir Godwin Nwaziobi Umeana, who died on the 26th of January 2021. A statement by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Mr. Paul Osaho, says late Godwin Nwaziobi Umeana was a quintessential information officer, director of information, and a retired permanent secretary in the state civil service. The statement adds that Sir Umeana, during the tour of duty in the ministry, was an inspiration
home and away in achieving the feat. Super Eagles coach added that it will be a new players to be infused in to enable him strategize on his tactics to enable the Eagles going at the global stage. Nigeria are grouped alongside Central African Republic, Liberia and Cape Verde, with only one team expected to qualify for the final playoff stage before the biggest soccer event holding in the oil-rich quarter next year. Elsewhere, French Open organizers say the